Hey everyone, Monday the 10th of October, it's week two of the quarter, not just the month, and we've had a red day today. It was inevitable after a kind of a green streak of 6 consecutive green days. It's come to an end, so the winning streak has come to an end, and we've had quite a sizable red day, a five-figure red day, a little over $13,000 in the whole after today. So we've got the rest of the week to get out of that drawdown. Unfortunately, we did have a good day on Friday, but essentially everything that we made on Friday we've given back today. So it'd be like that sometimes. And the market today was extremely choppy. It was a sell-off market, a selling market again. The Nasdaq reached 2-year lows. The S&P 500 reached 2-year lows. So the gains that the market made on what was essentially the best start to a quarter since 1938, the beginning of last week, then Wednesday just went into capitulation, and there's been blood in the water ever since. So the sharks have been circling, and today it was just a very choppy market. There was quite a few movers. There's quite a lot of volatility, but very little consistency. So what I mean by that, there's some good movers, some good moves up, and we tried to get on with some of them, and we were going for the breakout. As it broke out, there was no follow-through. There's no continuation. So a couple of times we'd go in for bigger size, and when it was supposed to break out, we get faked out, we enter the position. It makes the new high. So buy high, sell higher is kind of my motto. As it makes the new high, it then pulls back and end up on a loser, gets stopped out. And I kept getting stopped out, and slowly but surely, every stock that I was on, I racked up the losses with. I had traded 6 stocks in total, and only 2 of them were profitable for us. The biggest one was the biggest loss of the day was. We actually lost $10,000. We finished $7,500 down on top shipping. You may recall from last week, we traded quite profitably last week, or over the last 2 weeks actually. But top shipping was the biggest loss. We finished $7,500 down. Now, part and parcel of the reason I'm having such a heavy red day today, yes, the markets were choppy. Yes, there was a lot of fake outs, but also I was, trading bigger size today. I'd stepped up because we had such a good week last week. I'd stepped up. We made $40,000 last week, so I kind of stepped up and scaled in, and that's what I tend to do throughout the month. Is start off with a $30,000 account each month, and as I grow it throughout the month, I'm able to scale up and take bigger sizing and go for bigger swings and thus make bigger profits. Conversely, though, when you have a bad day, you make bigger losses. So all of Friday's gains and a little bit besides of going to the wind. I have to zoom out though. Whilst it's a Monday, so I can't zoom out on the week or the day and look at where we are. I can zoom out on the month, and we're still green. We're still profitable on the month. We're still ahead of goal on the month. Say we're ahead of goal. We're slightly down on the month in terms of goal, but we only need a couple of days to rectify that. A couple of good days to rectify that. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be swinging for the fences later in the week. So let's have a look at what we've done today. So we traded top shipping. This is the 5-minute chart, so you can see what's actually happened, and you see here. It made its move up, and we tried to get in here on the move up. We got faked out. It snapped. We tried to get back in when it started to move back. We got a double bottom. If I show this one on the 1-minute chart, you'll see what the 1-minute chart, which you tend to get a lot more breakdowns and fake outs on the 1-minute chart. But you can see we've got a double bottom set up here. As it pulled back, move up, pull back again. There's a double bottom setup. So we got in for this as it started to break up here. We got in and we started to make a bit of profit. So we got in bigger size, and then it just started to consolidate. As it started to make its move up here, I entered up, and we were about 10,000 shares deep, and we got this flush down here. And for whatever reason, I take my eye off it. I was figuring we would continue to make a move up, and so I bought the dip. I figured, okay, it's going to get bought up, and it did get bought up, and we're up there just fighting with the VWAP. So it was then kind of finding resistance at the VWAP. So I was just consolidating. So at this stage, we're pretty much maximum size, and I put my stop in just below $8. I saw there was a big buyer at $8 on the level 2, and obviously you got the whole the whole dollar support. We've got the whole dollar here a couple of times. So it's had that whole dollar level of support. It was a little bit below the actual support that we were getting around 887, 888 or 86, whatever. So I figured, okay, I'll put my stop just below $8, and I put, I think it was $7.98, and started talking, looking at other things, and it's looking for the move back up, and look at would you Adam and Eve it or believe it? It came hunting for my stop, stopped me out. If I'd been 3 cents, if I'd set my stop 3 cents lower, then I would have caught this move up, because it stopped me out and then went and moved up a whole dollar, but more than a whole dollar, and I would have caught that whole. So instead of making 7,000 on that move up, because my average was up here, so instead of making 6,000 or 7,000, we lost 10,000. So not great. Kind of, it stings when that happens. But this is the thing: you've got to look at the resistance, and you've got to anticipate the resistance levels and the support levels. And sometimes you get it wrong. And if you only marginally, I only marginally got that wrong. Like I say, a matter of 3 cents. If I'd gone an extra 5 cents lower, or if I'd gone 3 cents lower on my stop, I wouldn't have got stopped out, and I would have caught the whole move. So I did trade this a little bit more when this popped below the VWAP again here, and I managed to get some of it back. So we finished, instead of $10,000 down, we finished $7,500 down on this particular ticker. But still, it's and I was out just as this broke laws. I got out of it, but as it flushed down, I was glad I was out of it, because it just, we had this flush here, then we had an even bigger flush here. So it kind of started to get a bit of a reputation with me for the flush, for the flushes. Okay, so let's look at what else we traded. The next biggest one was SoberSafe. So let's look at SoberSafe and where we traded SoberSafe. Again, this moved up really well. We got it moved up, pulled back, and we got faked out here. We got faked out on this move here. And I think we got caught in this little flush here as well. So all in all, SoberSafe didn't do well for us as well. So it just seemed to be that there was a lot of choppy going on. If you kind of zoom out, we'll be able to see what the you can see how kind of choppy it was across the day. As it moved up, it was choppy. As it came back down, it was choppy. It was a very difficult market to trade in. The continuations were few and far between. This SoberSafe never made a comeback. What else did we get in on? SC Pharmaceuticals. Again, this very similar. Made its move up pre-market, and then as we tried to trade this pre-market, it made its move up pre-market, and then we got in pretty much at the top, and as it pulled back, we got out. We exited. As it broke the VWAP actually, and it just capitulated and sold off. Had a good catalyst, had a really good catalyst as well, which kind of surprised me. So as this made its move up, and we entered, we started to make profits, took some profits, and then added at the top. Kind of saw that there was a bit of a reversal indicator, but then it came back down. we held to the VWAP, and once it broke the VWAP, we got out. So that was SC Pharma. Neuro tried to trade this one a little bit later in the day when it started to make a move up. I thought this was going to make a move back up later in the day, and again, we end up losing on this one as well. So not great. Went from red to green, a little bit of a bounce at the green line here. It then moved up, and we got in, and it pulled back down again. So we lost $500 on that as well. That was the last trade we took, and I thought, okay, quite frankly, it's just not my day. I'm going to have to accept a red day, and that's sometimes what you've got to do. Not every day is going to be a green day, for sure. Not every day is going to be a profitable day. And when I was streaming live earlier, I had some scammer come onto the channel and put out, if you want 99% success rate on your trades, come to my Telegram channel, whatever it was. And I was saying in the live chat that it's bullshit, basically. For want of better terminology, people don't make that kind of success in the markets. Not even the best traders do that. I'm not saying that I'm the best. Top 3 maybe, but no. So seriously, be careful. Just be careful with what people are saying. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. So 99% success rate, or 99% profit on every trade, I think was how he worded it. That basically means if you're 99% profit on every trade, you double your money every time you place a bet. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Trust me, if that was the case, I'd be a multi-millionaire by now. I've paid for signals, I've tried copy trading. The only way to be profitable in the markets is to learn how to trade. It's like any other profession. You need to educate yourself. Like any other profession, you need to learn the skills, acquire the tools, and it takes time. And be patient. Discipline and patience are 2 of the key skills and qualities required to be a profitable day trader. And if you have neither of them, then you're not going to be profitable. If you only have one, you're still not going to be profitable. You need both of them, and you need both of them in abundance. Now, I still lose money from time to time. I'm a consistently profitable trader, and we'll cover that in a second. I am one of the few consistently profitable, and I say few because over 85% of people that trade the stock market consistently lose money long term and never profitable. In fact, they actually give up trading after 2 years, after never being profitable. So just bear that in mind, that if you want to try your hand at trading, before you put real money on the line, first and foremost, learn a strategy that works. Learn how to trade. Learn how to read the charts. Learn how to spot the areas of opportunity. Look for a setup that's and why you're picking a trade. Once you've learned how to do it, then practice. You know, book smarts is great, but if you're going into hospital and you get a student doctor that's never operated on anyone before, you wouldn't want them to take your appendix out. Don't care how good their exams are when it's just book smarts. So same thing applies here. Don't put real money on the line until you've shown some semblance of consistency and profitability in a simulator first. It's just one of those things that I would say is essential, is practice. They say practice makes perfect. No, practice makes permanent. Perfect practice makes perfect. So you have to practice the right things. If you practice the wrong things, you're going to just learn bad habits. So practice the right things. And what I mean by that is learn how to trade first, put those principles into action, perfect them in terms of discipline, patience, consistency, and only then put real money on the line. If you feel comfortable doing it, by all means, continue in it in a simulator. There's no rush. This is a potential career path for you for the future, okay? This is a potential extra income path for you for the future. Don't rush it. Start small. Once you've had that consistency and profitability in a simulator, we're trading with paper money, then put real money on the line by all means, but start small. Introducing risk introduces emotions. And when I say introducing risk, because there's no risk if you've got no money on the line. So in a simulator, the emotions aren't there. And it does, trust me, from personal experience, it does change up your performance. And just even a small amount of money changes up your performance. So by all means, try it out. If you want to try it out for free, day trading, that is, there is the World Series of Day Trading next week, as it happens. It takes place from Tuesday next week, from the 18th to the 25th. Let's have a quick look at that. So the 18th to the 25th, the World Series of Day Trading. You can register for free. Check the link in the description here. First link in the description is take you through to the World Series of Day Trading. Just fill in your details, name, email address, location, etc., contact details. Someone from the Trading Academy who are involved in organising the World Series of Day Trading, they will contact you, make sure that you're eligible to compete, give you the details, and then you'll get a confirmation that you are registered. So it is a prize-worthy competition. It's free to enter, like I say, so there's no harm in trying your hand at it. There's no risk to yourself. You can win, one of 100 prizes in a $50,000 prize pool. Some good prizes on offer as well. Of the 7 days of trading, you must trade at least 4. You need to be actively trading at least 4 of those. The rules are quite simple. $240,000 a paper money account, simulator account, $240,000 buying power on the stock market. It's not trading futures, it's not trading Forex, it's not trading crypto, it's the stock market, okay? No holding overnight, it's intraday trades only. So your positions will all be liquidated at the closing bell, and you can't lose $10,000. It's that simple. So if your balance reaches $230,000, you're eliminated from the competition. So the idea is to make as much profit as possible in the 7 days of trade. The person who makes the most profit will be the person that makes the most, that wins the competition. So just bear that in mind, guys. If you want to try trading, this is a perfect example to do it on a live setting with a good platform, real live data, and at no risk to yourself. So check it out. First link in the description. Now, if you do want to learn how to trade, of course, the second link in the description is what I do. I teach people how to trade using my strategies and my techniques. By all means, come and join me on the live stream. You can learn for free. But if you want to condense it all and get mentorship from myself and join the Day Trade with Tony community on the private Discord, come join us on the second link down. Now, let's look at TraderView. So TraderView, so this is my statistics, and I've not imported my details from today. If we'd had $25,000 today, then we would have been over the $1 million mark for the year, which is some feat in early October. So for the year, my statistics are not actually too bad. We're looking at another 13,000 off this now, so we're looking at just under, well, we're 960. What's that? 962. 963, so 962, call it. So I'm looking at 30, 38, 40,000 to get to the $1 million market for in October. Now this is gross profit, not net profit. The idea is, and the goal is for the year, that we will get to 1.2 million gross, a 7-figure net number. That's my target for the year. How to achieve that is by having a consistent $5,000 per trading day profit, gross profit. Now, as you can see, for the year, 5,300 is what we've had on the average. Now, if I just switch this around and put October, we can see that before today, we were 42,000, just over 42,000. So this takes us back down to kind of 29,000. So 29,000 in gross profits, that is. So we had 8,500 average daily gains, which is phenomenal, way above where we are on the year. The year, as I'm just showing you, 5,300 on the year, which is again, it's a phenomenal result. Even if I do say it to myself, just going back to what I was saying about the majority of people lose money. So these results are not normal results, and this is why I'm very proud of them. These are not typical results. Most people don't make this kind of money day trading. These kind of gains. You have to have a certain level of experience, a certain level of aptitude for the markets in order to make these kind of gains. Not everybody can do it. So can everybody learn how to do it? Sure. Can everybody learn how to be a plumber? Yes. Can everybody be a plumber? No. It takes a certain type of individual that has affinity for it. So going back to the statistics here. So for October, once I've imported the trades for today, which I'll do a little bit later, this will bring us down to, if we're looking at $5,000 average per trading day, we have 5 days last week. We should have had today $5,000. We should be at $30,000 profit on October. So if I take 13 off this, we're just shy of that now. That'll take me down to $29,000 profit on October. So we're only 1,000 down behind the actual target pro rata by the end of today. So I'm not too despondent. Today's a big losing day. What really annoyed me was the top shipping, how it stopped me. I put my stop by 3 cents. I was wrong with my judgment, but the technical analysis was wrong by 3 cents. And it stopped me out before going on to make the run that I was expecting it to run, and it popped up over $1. So that's really what annoyed me today in my own performance. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Let's face it, we're not doing too badly on the month. So almost 3-to-1 in terms of trade accuracy. Now this will come down after today, so we're still going to be better than 2-to-1. So we've had a 2-to-1 ratio today, 4 losers, 2 winners. So in terms of trade accuracy, we've lost 13,000 today. So 57,000 in gains, but 14,000 in losses. So we've actually lost another 13,000 in today. So that takes that up to 27, and we're overall. So again, it's going to be about 2-to-1 in terms of gains and losses. So that's what's known as the golden ratio. The equity curve, we've not been in drawdown yet this month, but we soon will be as of today when I import those trades. So not all's lost, and it's only the 10th of October. It's we've got so much left of the month left, so after today we've got 15 trading days. I was going to say 20 trading days. No, we've got 15 trading days, because Halloween or October 31st is a Monday, and that's a full trading day. So we've got 15 trading days left. That's 3 full trading weeks. If I put that into context and say my daily goal is $5,000, then I've still got $75,000 to achieve. So if I perform on track, on target, as I'm expecting myself to, then we should finish this little over $100,000 on the month still. So even after having a bad day like today, we're still on track for a good solid month. I was hoping that we could potentially, reach highs this month and challenge what we did in August and July and June. But let's reassess after the end of this week. we've had a losing day today, a red day. They happen. Every trader has them. It's just a case of, okay, don't have two in a row. And if you do have two in a row, make sure you don't finish red on the week. You always zoom out. Always zoom out. We've had a red day today. Tomorrow we go again. We go again from 2 hours before the market opens. So my broker allows me to trade 2 hours before the market opens. So that's 7:30 market time. However, for your information, I will be streaming all my trades live from 90 minutes before the market opens. So that's 8 a.m. market time. So feel free to join me. And if you're not subscribed already, just subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll get notified when I do go live. So yeah, feel free to join me. That's 8 a.m. market time, New York, East Coast. That's 1 p.m. London, Dublin, or 2 p.m. on the continent of Europe. Wherever else you are, you know, Google is your friend. Work out the time zones for yourself. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow before the market opens. Of course, not just the 90 minutes pre-market. I will be trading for the full first hour of the open as well. And hopefully I'll see you there. In the meantime, enjoy your evening.